Well, good evening and welcome to the GoTave Goulburn Valley Football Show. And what a great show we've got in line for you tonight. Welcoming on my left, Guy Morford. How are you, Guy?
David, how are you, John?
Yeah, I'm very good, Guy and Foxy.
Well, I'm pretty well myself. What a big week we've had, Johnny. And I've done a lot of travelling on the weekend. I know you didn't. You got out and about, and you did a family weekend, Guy. It's good to get out and do a bit. Yes, you did. And anyway, we'll start off a little bit different. We'll get right into the Cheerios, John. Now, you had a visit to a special club near your home?
Yeah, look, the weekend, Foxy, I went out and watched Merrigan play Longwood. And I just want to send a cheerio to the Longwood Footy Club. For what? I went out there, I was only there for 3 quarters. It was freezing cold and it was raining. I seen one guy play full forward for the seconds, and then he went out and played full forward for the seniors. But in all sincerity, I just want to the Longwood players and the club and the committee, I want to congratulate you. On days like that, it'd be easy to give up, Foxy, and just give footy away and that. But to those fellas, they do a wonderful, wonderful job, and hold your head up and be very, very proud of what you do.
I've got a special treat for you. We sent a camera down to take a photo of John while he's watching, and you can see the excitement. Have a look at this photo of JR on the boundary line. You can see how excited he was to be there on that particular day. But they do. Longwood's very, very close to me as well, Johnny, and they are an incredible, and for all the clubs that are battling out there right across Victoria, we wish you only the best that you can sustain yourselves until the end of the year, at best anyway, John.
I know, full credit to them, and I noticed the big on the back of the jump, the White Hart Hotel, Foxy, big sponsors.
Spent a bit of time in there.
Drank the copious quantities here. Look, Guy, I've got to tell you that Birregurra, have you heard of a place called Birregurra?
Never heard of it.
It's just the other side of Geelong. Ross and Jenny, they are great friends of mine. They watch the show down there, absolutely love it. Ross had his birthday this week, so to you, Roscoe, good on you, mate. Happy birthday, and hope you continue to enjoy the show. Johnny.
Yes, Dave.
There is a new fashion sense in Queensland. What about Steve the Cool Man Daniel? Now we know he's a triple premiership coach at Seymour. I can see why Seymour got rid of him. I can see why he only had 2 years at Tatura. Just have a look how Tom Slick is dressed and how he gets out and about in Queensland. Is that the Stevie Daniels you know, John?
All I want to know, Steve, is did you win the bet? Because there is only one way you would dress like that. It would have to be for a bet.
Oh, it's a beautiful.
He's put a few kilos on too.
Well, I'll tell you what, you wouldn't like.
Next time you get a photo, Steve, don't do the side on one. Mate. Go front.
If you're walking in front of Steve with those buttons, wear safety glasses. We are OH&S conscious here on the Footy Show. Great mate of ours and Keith Wellman. Keith and Jenny celebrated their 60th wedding anniversary last week, and I spoke to Keith today, and you'll see here a family shot there. They all got together. Keith's very big on his family, adores Jenny, and he loves the Footy Show, watches it week in, week out. So good on you, Keith, and I hope for you and your family it was a great
It's
day.
A wonderful effort.
My word, it's 60.
You only get 25 for murder.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right.
And he's done 60.
Yeah, I know.
Keithy, you're a gent. And still using the oil of Ulan, the old mate Keithy.
Don't worry about that.
He's swimming. He's got a 44 now. He's swimming.
Okay. Now, before I pronounce this next bloke's name, John,
yes,
I've got to be very careful. It's a French name. Now, I'm tipping if the pronunciation is proper. It is Etienne Francois, which would be French for
Etienne.
No, I think it's Etienne.
Well, that's why I give it to you, because I can't pronounce it.
But anyway...
Etienne, he's in Melbourne.
The big ET, we're going to call you. The first 2 letters in your name are ET, so Etienne. Francois, g'day, mate, and thanks for watching
the show. In Melbourne, he's just started watching the show. So I said we'd seen him at Cheerio.
Etienne, you are the man.
Yeah,
okay, now... You finished with your Cheerios?
No, just what I'd like to do is congratulate the boys that represented the GV.
I was down there, Johnny. Freezing cold.
Freezing cold, would have been. There was no sunbaking where I was neither. But to Timmy Luby, well, we know how good a player Timmy Luby is in the league, boys. He's a statue in the league, and he's been a wonderful, wonderful player. Captain the side. What a great thrill it would have been for him to captain the side of Country Vic, and it's a wonderful level. Will Martinello, well, that's why I had him number 1. He's a wonderful player. He's
how did he go in the most valuable players contest, John? How did he go there?
Well, he's still not in the top 10. And he's still going to be in my top 10, mate. No mistakes about that. He's a champion. He's in close work as unbelievable. Stephen Strubank, I think he kicked a goal, wonderful goal there when he turned around and walked his player and did that beautifully. And of course, we also got to send one to Grant Weeks, 7 goals, 4. I think Grant kicked, just a wonderful play. Played with Rochester last last year, probably might be back there next year. But to those 4 boys, well done on representing the league like they did. And there's some highlights, as you'll see with Haig, on the 4 boys and the way they went. And also, let's not forget Dean Smith.
Dean Smith was great.
From the under-19s, Dean did a wonderful job in the under-19 side. So to all those boys, well done and congratulations.
I think young Dean was very... Dean wore number 21 in the early game, and I think Willie Martinello, very unusual to see Willie in the number 21 Guernsey, and he got dumped in the gluiest part of the ground. The ground held up okay, John. That's one thing I will say. But Tim Luby, well, you would have inspired those blokes around you, Timmy, some of the hard work you did. Strubant was very, very dangerous up 40. Kick 2 was a great day for the country boys, and they were well deserved. And make no mistake, Paulo, the boy that was from the O&M, he was voted best on the ground, and rightly so. But I thought some of our boys could have received a few more accolades. But I guess it'd be fair to say I was a bit biased.
He goes with a very good friend of mine, Flash.
Yeah, so we can expect to see him at Tatura next year.
Well, if they've got any brains, they go after him because he can play. But anyway, Flash, if you watch your show, all the best. I haven't seen you for a fair while.
Okay, well, I'm telling you right now, he's a super player. But the whole side played particularly well and put the VAFA certainly out of business in all games that were played on that given day. Okay, big part of the program that we've started and maintained is we get Mario Di Santa Anna in. And Mario's with a couple of young guns from Benalla. Enjoy.
And thanks, Foxy. Yep, we're here tonight with 2 of the young guns from Benalla Football Club. I've got Finton Brazel and his brother Nicholas. And yep, you're right, they do look alike, and that's because they're twins. How you going, boys?
Yeah, very well, mate.
Who's the oldest?
Me.
By how
2
much?
minutes.
2 minutes. Jeez, you would have been pulling his legs back, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the word is that you 2 boys are pretty competitive in everything you do.
Oh, yeah.
Against each other.
Yeah, give it a crack.
Yeah, good on you. Look, we'll get through some of the paperwork here first and then have a chat to you guys about what's happening in your football careers. Alan Rosganoli, we'd like to thank him there at Alan Rosganoli Real Estate for his sponsorship again this year. For all your real estate needs, 58 211 277. And this week's nomination for the Rosganoli Award goes to Seamus Searle from Shep United Football Club. Seamus, great contributor down there at United Demons along with his family, and just recently turned 18, so happy birthday for last week, Seamus, and keep it going, mate, doing a great job. The ladder at the moment, we'll just quickly go through that. Sitting on Topsy Chuka on 44 points, still undefeated, having a great season so far. Benalla are running second on 36. Then we've got Euroa on 32 in third, Kyabram on 28 in fourth, and then it starts to get a bit of a block up. United in fifth on 26, Shepparton 6 on 24. Then we've got the Swans just outside the 6 on 20, followed by Mansfield on 16, Marootna are on 12, along with Rochi on 12, and Seymour down in 11th spot with 10 points, and Tatura with 4 points. So boys, nicknames?
Nah, just Braz.
Just Braz?
Yeah, it's both the same.
Both the same. Jeez, that's not confusing at all, is it, fellas? No worries at all. Now, Finton, I've been asked to ask you about your first drive when you got your licence, mate. Was it something special that happened there?
Yeah.
The first 24 hours, what happened? Can you tell the people out there what happened?
Not a whole heap. Just driving.
Yeah? Nothing happened?
A little bit happened.
Yeah, what happened, Nick? Tell us. He's a bit bashful, I think, so spit it out.
He's going through a giveaway, so T-bone, so on, so yeah.
So the first 24 hours, out on the road.
No good.
T-bone.
Yeah.
There you go. So how are you travelling now, all right?
Yeah, I'm right now.
Beautiful, there you go. If you need a lift,
don't
ask him, and luckily they've got a home game this week, but anyway. Now, one of you boys has got a girlfriend too?
Yeah, be Nick.
Be Nick? Yeah. So you don't have any trouble, you don't get any mischief, do you, Tish?
Nah.
All good?
Yeah, keep her away from him.
Yeah, so how's that all going? Pretty good?
Good, very good.
Yeah, and this year, Benalla Saints netballer or?
Nah, she doesn't play netball.
Well, there you go.
Plays hockey.
Good. Hockey?
Yeah, hockey.
Yeah, good sport.
Good girl.
Good sport.
Yeah.
Good on you. All right, so hardest opponent you guys have had? You would have had a few.
Give me a player.
Yeah.
Maxie Gleason probably up there for me.
Yeah, very good footballer.
Kenny Thompson or maybe Paddy Marks from Mansfield.
Oh yeah, they're two good footballers as well. Yeah, the competition's pretty good at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like, you know, it's tight all around, especially in that midfield area. And you two blokes, you know, as an opposition coach, I love the way you guys play. You're hard at it. You're both physical in your game, you know, but within the rules. And is that something you've had throughout your whole football career? Just that competitive beast in you?
Oh yeah, the old man was a rugby player, so,
Okay.
so he's going to be the hard.
Yeah. So you guys,
through.
you're travelling the right over there.
Oh yeah, we're going real well now.
It's a good squad you've got.
Yeah.
I'm just interested that over the years we talk about the kids that have come through the Benalla teams all the time, and there's some big names. Obviously, Marchbank was the one this year that got drafted, but there's 3 young blokes you've got that are still under 16 this year. And I was lucky enough to be involved with them at Bush Rangers under 16. Marcus O'Brien, big Uber gang, the big unit,
Blakey,
and Blakey. Yeah, those 3 boys going.
Yeah. Marky's having a ripper year. He's training with the seniors a bit now, so they're really looking into him. And Aaron and Blake are doing all right.
Yeah, look, I reckon Marcus O'Brien, and don't get a big head, Marcus, but I reckon he's probably right up there in the Patterson medal this year for best and fairest in the league. He's just unbelievable speed, strength, and good skills. So keep it going over there, boys. You know, I think you guys had a bit of a. You've had 2 losses, I think, for the year, if I remember correctly, early on against Euroa down there when they were at full strength, and then Echuca knocked you off as well. So, you know, you're in the mix there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Back to back, chance.
Yeah, well, that's the goal.
That's the target for you guys, yeah.
Just week to week though.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Wally would keep you guys firmly planted on the ground when he's pretty hard at it.
Oh yeah.
And how do you get on with Daniel? He's over there.
He's a ripper.
Shakira.
He's got a new hip, so he's,
I saw him the other day over at Wangaratta, and he's still on the crutches at the moment, but he reckon it won't be long before he'll be kicking balls
he's
again.
up and about.
So good on him, and you know, great work there, Daniel, doing a good job there, boys. So you've got a great coaching panel, a great squad. You know, I've said all along, I reckon you guys on paper are the side to beat this year, and you know, have had a couple of losses, but I still don't reckon you've played your best footy yet as a squad, and that's still to come.
No, I reckon we're starting to get there though.
Yeah. All right, we'll just move into some quick congratulations. Dean Smith, ex-under-18 footballer from Maribyrnong, who played for Vic Country last weekend. Well done, Vic, there, Smitty. Zachy Polprat and Xavier DeMacy, Zachy, another one from Benalla, were both in that squad initially and just didn't make the final team. Ajak Dang, young 15-year-old ruckman from Shep Swans, he just last week was up on the Gold Coast playing for the world side up there in the under-16 championships, having a great year. Well done, Ajak. Our goal kickers, look, they're settled down a bit. Zane O'Donnell's still on top there with 39. Zane's been out for a few weeks with a broken bone in his foot. Hopefully he won't be too far away from Kyabram. Trent Greening from Maribyrnong on 27. Benny McDonald from Kyabram on 22. Then we've got Tommy Webster, Benalla boy, on 21. Jaden Clark from Swansea's up there on 20, so it's pretty tight up there. Lachlan Thompson from Benalla, he's having a good year as well, kicked 17. And Nathan Abley from Urara on 17. So we'll just finish off this session with this week's games, boys, and get your tips as well. Benalla versus Shep. Tough game. Shep are on a bit of a roll at the moment.
Oh yeah. It was a pretty good game last week, but I'll have to go Saints.
Yeah, you go Saints. Yeah, I'm going to go for Saints over there as well. United versus Echuca.
Yeah, Echuca for me.
Yep.
Yeah, Echuca.
Yeah, Echuca as well. They should win that one. Mansfield versus Rochi. This could be a close game if it wasn't for the travel involved.
Yeah, I'm going to back Rochi.
You're going to back Rochi in there?
Yeah, I'll go. If they get the who do they play? The TOC Cup players.
Yeah, Pioneer boys.
Yeah,
if they get them back.
They have them.
Yeah, that could be right. You never know. But I'm going to go for Mansfield up there. It's a shopping road trip from Rochi to Mansfield. Maribyrnong versus Seymour.
Oh, you'd have to go on Maribyrnong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maribyrnong.
Maribyrnong. I'm going to go for Seymour, actually. I think they might pull one off. They had a win last week. Swans versus Kyabram.
I hope the Swans, but Kyabram look probably better on. I reckon it'll be very close, but I'll have to go Kai.
Yeah, look, I'm going to go for Swans. The boys are really fired up. We beat Euroa last week, so that was a big win for us. And, you know, they've got Zane O'Donnell out as well. It's a big out for them, so we could be a chance there. And Tatura versus Euroa.
Euroa. Yeah, couldn't see Euroa losing it.
No, I think Euroa will bounce back this week and have a big win over Tatura. So there you have it. Thanks to Finton and Nicholas for coming all the way over Benalla for the session, boys. Really appreciate it. And all the best for this week and the rest of the year.
Cheers, mate.
And now we're back to you, Foxy.
Well, there he goes, and he spoke to the 2 boys here, and amazingly they're twin brothers, and...
you sure they're twins?
Well, I have to say...
Gee, they look alike.
Yeah. One fella here, and I don't want to say...
Don't point at me, won't point at anyone.
anything. But Guy Morford said to the two fellas before they go, "Gee, you look alike. What's the age difference?"
He did.
And Finn said about a minute and a half.
Yeah. So we just thought we'd let you know.
There's no truth. There's no truth to the rumour. There's no truth. Yeah, my word there is. But look,
They do look alike, don't
They
they?
do, very much so.
You fair dinkum.
Carry on.
I'm telling you, he is fair dinkum.
Come on.
Morse mailbag. We probably received one of the biggest accolades we've received all year this week, and we're thrilled to receive it. And Guy will share not all of it, but some of it with you. And thanks to Ken from Queensland. Ken.
Do you want to read it or do you want me?
No, you read it.
Okay. Are you sure? It's actually a long email, this one, boys, so I have condensed it down. But yeah, thanks from Ken from Queensland. Morph, I just watched the latest episode 15 of the Go TAFE Golden Valley Footy Show. My mate Jack Daniels and I haven't missed an episode all season. I like that, John.
Yes, I like.
Sitting back with the old JD. Good to see the Campbell boys on the show with Foxy. Their interview was great and very much from the heart, and was good viewing up here in sunny state. Cats for premiers as are about to unleash, according to my spy. So I think he's got someone watching the footy down here, boys. The point system, what a debacle. It is not only AFL Victoria that is looking to bring this ridiculous system into play, but it is also for all of the AFL state bodies across the country. I nearly chucked my dinner on the dog when I read on the AFLQ website that AFL Queensland is looking at bringing this in my opinion, anti-competitive system into vogue here in Queensland. I felt like calling the ACCC and complaining. A point system to dictate who can play for a club of their choice, and when this club of choice runs out of points, it's move on bucko. There is no room for you within our structure. It seems like the AFL want an even as possible competition in all leagues. It just will not happen. It doesn't happen at the top of AFL level, and it won't happen anywhere else right down to the smaller divisions of our game. Stick with me, boys. When the AFL, run and bring in the sponsorships at each club fundraising endeavours, then they, in my opinion, can be involved with player payments to the players at the clubs. But they should never, based on a point system, in my opinion, dictate who can and who can't play for any club that they, the individual or the club, desires to play for or with. I admire the stance from young Oliver Caffrey, and also the common sense comments from the hip from JR and yourself, Morph, to the poo-poo this crazy point system, and I trust that this stance is not detrimental to the Go TAFE Golden Valley Footy Show and the Shepparton News in the future, who by virtue of this much anticipated weekly top-rating YouTube program and the sports section of the Shepparton News that give this sector of our local game so much support. That is a fantastic letter.
Yeah,
and
very good.
From my point of view, I think he's got some good points there, Kenny, from Queensland.
Yeah.
And more so, it's just great to see how wide a viewing audience this show gets.
Well, yeah, to go up to Queensland, and as we've said every week too, you know, if there's people out there and they've got something to say or they want something to say on the show, send it to Morph's mailbag.
Steve Daniels has introduced the Labrador Footy Club, and even though Steve has lost his sense of dress,
Yes.
as you would agree, that
They're
very
our
important.
friends, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. We're
Labrador, they got beaten last week for the first time.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised if he'd gone in there. I would burst out. I would burst out laughing. If the cockroach came in with the suit on like that, you just go, "Is he fair dinkum or not?"
I'd bolt.
Yes, so would I.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at it. This week, there's some crackerjack games this weekend. First off, up in the snow territory, and it'll be nice and warm up there on Saturday, one would imagine. Mansfield take on Rochi.
I've got that game, Dave.
Correct?
Could be an upset here.
Could there, John? Well, last time they played in round 9, Rochi won by 70 points, but I don't think it's going to be that close this time, John Ryan. But yeah, look, Mansfield last round beat United by 70 points, and to me, I think that the team at this time of the year who's coming good in this competition is Mansfield. So watch out. Jamie Sheehan, boys, George Burberry, Ben Fagan, and Jones. They're going to be four really good matchups, and I'd love to be able to go and see Jamie Sheehan playing Ash Watson. I reckon that'll be a matchup for, if it happens, it would be a matchup for people to go and pay to watch. If Burberry goes forward, I would suggest probably Nick Knight might get him, boys. Ben Fagan and Flaherty, the coach, that'll be another good duel to watch. And the battle in the rucks, Jones and Sammy Brennan. Well, it's going to be another good matchup. So there's four matchups there I would pay to go and watch. George Gavalis has been great for Mansfield. Hensby, Bashevsky, what a player. I rate him so much. Hine, Dale Ayres, a lively forward who kicked 3 last week. Over to Rochi. They only beat Mooroopna by 12 points, and I just think, I don't think the wheels are falling off, but there's starting to be a couple of loopholes appearing in Rochi at the moment, boys, and I'll tell you for why. Green, 4 goals last week. Well done, mate. 50 games this week for Green, so good effort. Elliot Bowen back in the side, and I just think he's going to straighten them up and get better as the week goes on. Anderson, very good midfielder, as we know. Strubance, kicked 34 goals for the year, boys. Averages 3 goals a game. So Mansfield's going to want to have someone on their game there, alongside Williams as well, and Perry, boys. A bloke goes under the radar, I reckon, a little bit. I just think this is a danger game for Rochi, and thanks for pointing that out to me a minute ago, John. I just wonder whether Nick Gray will play this week, and if he does, I'm going to go for an upset with Mansfield.
Yeah, look, it's interesting. I'm sorry to interrupt you there, guys. But Rochester at the moment, I think some of the young blokes have just played it. I think they're just coming down the slide a little bit, and they've got a few injuries, Rochester, at the moment. And I think if there is... You're right, David.
No, I am.
I think if there is going to be an upset, you could be on the money. I think if this is, like as you said before, 70 points last time they played, but if there's going to be an upset, there is a chance for this one to be an upset, and I think it'll be a very, very close game, Foxy.
Well, I cannot understand how you think there'd be an upset in this game. And Mansfield are a very improved side, no doubt about it. Rochi are on top, undefeated. Let's not forget that. And they've got depth. Let's not forget that.
But what I'm saying to you, do you think the young blokes can maintain what they've had for the last 6 or 7 weeks? Young blokes hit a plate and then they come down.
Yeah, well, everyone said, look, everyone said that was going to happen to Benalla last year, didn't it? And I can tell you right now, no, it didn't. That's a shock.
They weren't premiers.
Anyway, look, shut up. But Rochi are travelling beautifully, and they are.
Yeah.
Mansfield will know what they're up against. It's only 3 weeks ago that they got tuned up by 71 points. The home ground advantage is definitely there, but I'm telling you right now, Rochi will win this game and win it well.
Oh, well, we'll see.
Okay, all right then.
All right.
Now, the broadcast game this week is between Mooroopna and Seymour. John Ryan.
Yeah, look, Mooroopna, their last 4 games, they've only won 1 and they've 3 losses, but it was pretty good last week, 12 points. They look like winning the game there. Last week against the Rochester Tigers. Last time was in round 5 and Mooroopna won this by 44 points, boys. And, Kane Boyer, Thompson, Cornick down on the back line have been really, really good from Shane McDonald, he's a star in the league at this, he's kicked 27 goals, along with young Dean Smith. Simon Russell, I think he'll get the job on Brett Meredith Morph. I think he'll line up there. Kane Atkinson's been really good from him. Daniel Lewis, it'd be a great he's kicked 19 goals for the year, Daniel, and I reckon Hugh Robertson will get the job on him. He's taken all the big scalps this year, Foxy Hugh Robertson. He's had a really, really good year. You got Spiro, you got Marks, Conker, and Aho's kicked 24 goals for the year. Saad, he's only kicked 25. I think he kicked 82 for the year last year. I think if he goes forward, I reckon Kane Boyer will go to him. He's had a really good year. And in saying that, if they take Kane Boyer deep, then I think they'll push Kane Boyer up the ground a little bit. I think Adrian McCarty will probably go to Shane McDonald to try and shut him down, because it's very important to shut McDonald down. He's a key to him, I think, the Mooroopna side. But Harrison Wheeler, he's a bloke that's got under the radar a bit, Harrison Wheeler. He's been in their best 7 times. He's been really good, along with Scanlon. Matty O'Keefe. If Matty O'Keefe comes back in to the side, which I think he will this week, he'll go to Aho. I have no doubts about that. So the matchups all around. If Bongetti comes in, that throws a little bit of a spanner in the works for the Mooroopna side, which will be hard to match up. But then you've got Jason Cole, Rory Scople, I should say. Brendan Grenfell has been really, really good for him. And the kid that's really starting to make a name for himself is young Cole Winner Irving, now an 18-year-old standing up at full forward. But Grenfell and Cole, they've been in their best 8 times. They kicked 10 and 15 goals between them, so they've been really, really good. Look, it's going to be a really, really good, really big game. Their last 4 games, 2 wins, 2 losses. But, the big loss was against the Swans with 80 points and against Rochi. But I think it's a must-win for Mooroopna. They have to win this, because I think when you look at the draw, Seymour got an unbelievable draw. If we get a chance after, we'll talk about that. I think they're going to play all the top 6 sides. But I'm going to go for Mooroopna at home, boys.
Yeah, I think Mooroopna have just got too much firepower up forward, and whilst I think Seymour are good at home, I think when they travel they struggle a bit, John. That's I think it's their nemesis a bit, a few road miles.
Got some talent.
Oh, my word, they have.
Oh, yeah.
They do. I just concerned about what game Seymour will bring to the park. We saw them lose by 80 points to Swans, and I just think for Seymour, if Seymour want to play finals now, it's consistency. And what worries me is, do they bring their really quality A grade game, or do they bring what they dished up to Swans? If they can bring that quality of football, I think they're a chance to beat Marubna, but it just worries me with their consistency.
And Marubna are exactly the same. Two sides that are playing
But
the
I
same.
think Marubna are getting better, John. I think they're developing a lot more under Blake Campbell at the moment.
Oh, they're a good side when they're on.
Okay, so we're clean sweeping Marubna?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll have a look at Benalla and Shepparton. Now, I can tell you at Benalla on the weekend, they've got a past players reunion at around about half time. For the former best and fairest winners, John. It's a great idea, great innovation by the clubs, and you and I both know, and so do you, Guy, the Benalla facility up there is truly magnificent.
Brendan Stevens, I think he won 2 or 3 there.
Yeah, great club. And
Won their last 4 games, Benalla.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have too. Thanks very much for taking that to steal the thunder there. But they certainly have. They've turned it around a bit, the Saints, and it's not that long ago. There was a few, no names, no pack drills.
I've got a
favourite. What are you talking about?
Lukey, I've been with you the whole way. I knew that Lockie Smith was injured.
Did you see he's back? He's in the best players again this week. He's moved to 48.
No, they never played last week. So
the week before.
Okay.
He's moved to 48. He's back in.
Can I finish my game? Because I shut up when you two blokes were talking. Now, the last time they met was in round 9, and it was Benalla by 45 points. And Shepparton last week. It's a fair performance from Shep last week. They lost to Kai by 19 points.
They didn't play last week.
Yeah, I know. But last time out in the park, no one likes a smarty job.
Well, you just said
Well, have a look at you. Go back onto that fence I got you. I'm hoping they start to get a few back, Benalla, and believe you me, once they do, names like Paul Pratt. The boy Dalton was playing enormous footy, young crusher, and he was.
Pretty interesting to see how those two boys.
Priest wants to run around a couple of times in the Magoos before he puts his hand up to go to the senior thing, and I think they'll handle him with the way they should be handling him, and that is to just give him time and he'll put his hand up when he's right. Martinello, both of them, what can you say, great players. Lockie Smith, the Martins by 3, they're all good players, but I think young James is out for a little bit with an injury. Goal kicking, where you've got Josh Mellington's gone to 54, and he's obviously the rapport between Luke Morgan and young Josh must be spot on, because Josh is playing the sort of football that we all know he's got the ability to do.
He kicked 56 last year.
Yeah, well,
for the whole year.
Yeah, he's on 54
already.
The big wolf man, he's just getting better each week, and then you've got Al Jack as a good one. Lukey Morgan himself, Luke's got himself going, and once the captain coach does those things that inspires players around him, they all seem to pick up a gear. But they won't find it too easy. Shepherd travelling okay. Bowmaker, O'Sullivan, boys we mention week in, week out. Ash Holland, arguably one of the top 3 ruckmen in the comp. Nick Allen, great player, great bloke. Rowan Hiscock. There's so many others. Daniel Willis has kicked 22 so far this year. They've got a boy called Walsh has kicked 14 and another.
He's been good from Seb Walsh.
Yeah,
very good.
Very, very good. But I don't think Benalla are travelling too badly. Last time was 45 points, and then the last time they met, I thought then Benalla was struggling a bit. I expect them to have a resounding win on the weekend over the Bears, John.
Yeah, look, last time we all said that we thought that a 45-point deficit to Shepparton was a pass mark, and I don't think it was. And I don't think it'll be much more. I think Shepparton are very close to being a pretty handy side. They've got some very, very good young players there. And the players that you've mentioned, Foxy, Nicky Allen. Nicky Allen's probably one of the most underrated players in this league.
Has been for a long time.
I don't think he's ever been underrated.
But he's just a wonderful player. But look, the Benalla midfield, it's just got a terrific midfield. I'm thinking around about the 30-odd points, and if Shep can get to there, 40 points, I reckon they've done their job. But yeah, I think Benalla will get up.
Okay, Guy, tell us all about the Swans and Kai. Bit going this.
Yeah, I do. I've got 2 stats here, John, and you're not even going to get in before I say them. So at the moment, Swans last round, we know you beat Euroa by 6 points. 6 goals down at half time, Shep Swans were, against Euroa. They won, and they kicked 8 goals 3 after half time. Sim over to Kyabram, beat Shep by 21 points. In the first quarter, Kai started with zilch, didn't get on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Shepparton kicked 1 goal 7. Shep had have turned that into, I talk about kicking points, they'd have turned that into 4 goals 3. That game could have been a different story.
Yes.
So 2 interesting stats there, just thought I'd bring that up. Last game they played round 8, Kai won by 95 points. I don't think it's going to be as close this time. Caden Antonowicz was great, 5 goals for Shep Swans the other week, and we know Harry Madden didn't play. So your boy Foxy, he really did stand up, and he is a much better player when he plays out in front, Caden Antonowicz.
Just give you a stat with him. Caden kicked 35 goals last year, and he's got 27 already this year, and he's missed quite a few games, so he's tracking pretty well.
He is.
Good year.
He presents well. Look, Quade Johnson was fantastic. Arguably kicked the ceiling goal for them. Reardon was great again. Sidebottom, and these are big names that we know about all the time. Sidebottom would have had, I reckon, 35 kicks in the last half, John, last week. Bell, excellent ruckman. Bell, it just
he's getting better. Isn't
he just plods away and just does what he needs to do. Paul Fry's another one who impressed me, and BJ Squires. Well, what a year he has had. I've got to watch him the last 2 or 3 weeks, and this boy can play the footy. Tommy Campbell was good. Young bloke I'd like to mention too, boys. Young fella Jared Service, real young, quick bloke, and just shows a bit. It's good that the Swans are trying this fella there. Over to Kyabram, well, good to see Billy Burston come back and kick 6 goals. It's good to see him back up and about and doing what we know he can.
Just
John?
a question to you, guys.
Yep.
If he doesn't kick goals, do you think they struggle?
I do, yeah. I think they're a little bit one-dimensional, and I was critical of Kai. I think they used to be a little bit the same with Paul Newman.
Yeah.
And that's probably one area where some forwards, maybe it is Sherman or blokes like Ogden and Colstock, and these blokes have to try and pick up and kick some more. Cause
maybe push Morris forward instead of on the wing?
Possibly, yeah, but I just think that is one of their downfalls, absolutely. Sam Sheldon was fantastic for Kai. He's continuing.
Had a great year, isn't he?
Absolutely fantastic year. Continue on his form. Tommy Sheldon was good as well. Sherman, the coach, I love what he does. Morgan, Liam Ogden, Chris Atkins, and Colstock. The big question mark for me this week is does Madden play? I had a couple of beers with Madden on the weekend, and I think he will, just between me and you. And Tommy Priest will be another big inclusion for Swans. So this is a big game for Swans. If they want to put some space between the ladder and themselves, they need to get over the line and cause an upset.
Is Colstock out suspended? I think there's every chance he could be.
He is, correct.
Yeah, I think he is.
He got 2 or 3 weeks, didn't he?
He's going to leave a big hole, Colstock. He's a tough, hard nut.
Yeah. Oh, it's a hard nut.
He'll leave a big hole, John.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Look, I watched the Swans and Euroa, and the game, I thought, for a third and a fifth side disappointed me for the turnover fact. And I thought even in the second half, and if the Swannies, I know they're a better side at home, but if the Swans go with the game they played against Euroa with their turnovers, Kyle will hurt them and hurt them badly. Where Euroa should have, and they didn't. And I think Bestie also knows that. Now, he would have watched the game, and we spoke at the game, David, when we said, thirds going against fifth, it wasn't a high standard for the games of that, in that part of the ladder to turn the ball over like each. So it got down to a stage where the side that made the least mistakes was going to win the game. And that's what I'm saying. If the Swans turn the ball over like they did against Uriah, Kai will make them pay and make them pay.
I agree with that, but if Swans bring the game that they did in the second half against Uriah, they could match it with any side. Their second half last week or the week before was sensational. Their first half, I agree. The footy was shocking.
Yeah.
But the second half, when they really got their foot skills going, 8 goals 3 they kicked after quarter time.
But they still had the turnover factor. But
who's going to win it?
I'll go with Kai, which certainly won't be as much as last time.
I think Kai, but not as much.
Nowhere near.
David, who do you think?
Well, I think
Don't be afraid.
Swans are home.
Yeah. Can you get it out?
Swans are home, yes.
Oh, you're going to Swans?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's
why do you think that?
You said they were no good last week.
No, I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not. I said they'd be making a mistake. What I did say was...
They've been making a mistake.
Best to be fully aware of it. They can't afford to start slow starts. Slow starts will kill you. They played catch-up footy, but I've never seen a side stop as if hit by a train, like the boys in the black and white did. And still, even then, there was still a chance at the 26-minute mark of the last quarter, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, enough said on that topic. I think the Swans will get them. Tat and Uriah, John.
Yeah, look, the Chura Bulldogs have hit a bit of a rocky road in the last 2 games, David. The average loss of 83 points, which hasn't been too good from the last 4 for the Uriah boys. 2 losses, 1 win and a draw. And last time in round 7, Uriah, they got up by 44 points and more. You give Tat a bit of credit that day for the way they fought it out, but. You look, the Ryan boys, Borelli and Sean Martin down back, obviously been pretty good for the Bulldogs. Timmy Lanyon back into the side. Jamison Daniels kicked 5 goals from Lee Warnett, Cornwall, Alec and Flynn in the ruck. is also, they're working hard for the Bulldogs, but they just haven't got enough talent. Kirby down forward, Lovell and Tartula, 15 goals to Kirby, 10 to Lovell, 13 to Tartula. So they're the keys, obviously, to the Tatura Bulldogs forward line, but they're going to come up against Horsburgh, Barker and Tarrant. Well, three as good as anyone in this league, Foxy in the back line.
Yep.
They've been good, especially Tarrant and Barker. They've been terrific. Andrew Bell, I think he's just started to show a bit of form. He went off the ball for a while, but I think last week he started to show, or the week before he showed a bit. Nathan Gilliland, Nathan's got to make up his mind.
It's his birthday tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah, happy birthday tomorrow night.
38, is he?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. And but I think he's got to make up his mind where he's going to play. He can't play in every position. And I thought against the Swans, like he was on the ball and he was forward and he was back and he was there, right? It's all right to block holes, but he's got to put himself where he's, to me, beneficial for the side. And I think if he goes in too many positions, it makes it too hard and it throws him out. And I thought when he was needed forward, he was playing sort of down back. And then when he was needed in the midfield, he was playing forward. So, they're things they've got to work out. Puku in the ruck, I like the way this guy just runs around the ground. He's a good athlete. Young Jack Trotter, I think this kid's got a terrific future. Bamford has been good. He's got 15. Snowden, Gleeson and Cunningham. Well, I love the way Cunningham plays. Since they pushed him forward, he's got 16 goals. Look, I just think, the Royals, they've got too much to play for. If they lose this one, well, they don't even deserve to think about being in the six.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think you're right, should win it, but I don't think it'll be a one-way street. I think Jamison will be peeled to his boys. If you keep it up to him, anything could happen, but I do think Euroa carry too much firepower.
Yeah, I just remember over at Euroa, Johnny, you brought it up. I mean, Euroa, we've got to remember the last time we played them over there at home, at half-time was 2.5 goals.
Yeah.
So, look, I don't think it'll be... I think Tad will definitely have a crack at him. I think Euroa will come home, and I don't think it'll be the deficit what a lot of people may think.
Okay, the final game for talking about is the United are at home to Echuca, and this promises to be a beauty. Both these sides are fairly evenly matched. The last time they met, Echuca got them by 17 points, John, and a bit of a surprise to a few at that stage because we thought it might be one that the United boys could mark down, but it wasn't to be. Now, United, well, they've still got some terrific players on their list. I mean, boys like Renduden's having a good year. Justin Davies has been solid, kicking goals.
He's been good, yeah.
Sean Hoy, I know some people in circles are critical of Sean, but I can tell you right now he's one of the best in and under players, tough ball get players in this competition. Neves, there's one contest I'm looking forward to on the weekend, and I'm going to have a look at it, and that'll be the battle in the ruck. Tim Luby, what do you say? Ryan Butler is the quiet achiever in the United side. Week in, week out, he gives you everything he's got.
Yep.
He's hard, he's aggressive, he's unscrupulously fair too. I mean, he's a straight line player.
Ton of guts.
Yeah, my word, he is. Curry's a good player. McEnany has got to learn how to kick straight at this level, and that's if he's got one deficit in his game, that's it. Because your heart's in, a 3-point game, if the siren's gone, he's kicking for goal.
You wouldn't back him.
You couldn't. You just sort of think, but he can play. I'm not knocking him. He's a good player, Jess, and he'll only get better with more experience at this level. And Shannon Campbell, we talk about the toughness of Ryan Butler. I tell you what, Campbell and that number 10 Guernsey, he is a hard nut.
Yes.
Don't you worry about that. And I love the way you go, Shannon. Don't worry about that. But up we go to the boys from up the river there. Joel Magnabosco, he's a good player. Matty Pollock, what can we say about Matty? He's an interleague player. He's a good player and very big part of their side. The two Buckley boys, Tommy and Simon, well, they're good players. Scotty Beattie's had a consistent year. Jordan Florence, Liam Wilkerson and Lockie Collins, they've all been really, really handy for him. Jackie Sheldon's a contributor, Johnny. I know we muck around with Jackie a bit, but
It'd be lovely to see if he brings the two girls with him.
Yeah, well, I'm not going up that avenue, but Jack, I hope all goes well for you, Jack. I really do. But the Battle Royale, and I've been spruiking this bloke all year, it's going to be, and I hope I motivate them both to have a genuine crack at each other all day. That's going to be between Shane Neves and the much improved and super consistent big Kane Morris in the ruck. That's worth going on and saying.
Don't forget Bart Phillips.
Hey?
Don't forget Bart Phillips. Yeah. Very, very good year,
My
Bart
word,
Phillips.
he is. And of course, don't forget the little fellow we went up there and interviewed too. He goes all right too, as well. But United at home, via Echuca, well, it's the first time I've done this a long time this late in the season, but I'm going to go for the Murray Bombers in a tight one.
Yeah, look, they're United are 3-7-1, and they're sitting on 9th. Echuca want their spot. They're 3-8. They're sitting on 10th, and I think Echuca might get them.
I don't know. Is Jordan Florence playing, or he's out, isn't he? He got suspended, didn't he? Jordan Florence, a big fella.
He could have.
I think he got 2 weeks.
Okay, well. Then.
So for me, I would have agreed with you boys, but I just think without him, the firepower up forward, I just think United could get him.
Okay, well, look, we had planned to do a few things tonight, but because of the time factor, next week we're going to tell you what we think will be. There'll be 5 games to go next week. We'll give you every side the contenders.
6 games.
are gonna
Six,
sorry, every side the teams are going to play in. Johnny.
The 7 sides.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, sorry, the 8 sides can still make it.
yeah, right out.
Yeah.
So we'll go through them, and I'll be very interested to see your thoughts. Don't forget, if you've got any mail, and we thank the people that contributed to morsemailbag@gmail.com.
That's it.
And to you, Johnny, well done with all your facts and figures. To Haig, well done. And now, on behalf of the
Well done to you, David,
Golden
too.
Football Show,
Doing a
thanks
good
to the
job.
boys from Manila, thanks to Mario, thanks to
And
Haig.
cheerio to Eddie Head
To who?
Stadium. Eddie Head Stadium. We'll call him Eddie Head Stadium.
Yeah, and Pierre Francois.
E.T.
Francois.
And Stevie Daniels.
Oh,
Get a haircut,
get a
get a
grip
real
of
job.
yourself.
You've got to be ashamed of yourself,
Straighten up.
Adios, amigos.